Hello and welcome to another Card Game Academy video. This is not a booster pack opening like I've previously done. It is a new video. It is a quick review, and today we're reviewing Love Letter. This is a card game. It doesn't look like your traditional card game that I've reviewed like Magic the Gathering or Pokemon. They are card games which are collectible and you build up a deck. This is a card game and you'll see the cards shortly. I don't like to call this a pack opening, but that's exactly what this part of the video is. It's an unboxing, as they call it. Now let's get to it. This is part one of the quick review. It'll be a two-part video series. The reason I do it that way is I haven't played the game yet, but we can delve right into this and tell you all about it. And then later on, it means I get videos out quicker, and then later on we'll look at the actual gameplay. This is, again, Love Letter. It's by Seiji Kanai, and it's from AEG Games. Well, this version is from AEG Games. I'll just give you a brief introduction. This was one of the first, if not the first, sort of pocket games. You can fit that in your pocket, take it with you. It's sort of a smaller game. Doesn't take long to play. It's very well known. As you can see here, it won 2012's Best Family Game on Dice Tower. We can see that there. 2012's Best Family Game on Dice Tower. Now, what is Dice Tower? It's dicetower.com. It's a review site, much like this. They review board games. Very popular site, been going for years. Features the excellent Tom Bassel. Go there, check it out. But don't forget about Card Game Academy too. And please come back once you've visited dicetower.com. Yeah, as I said, this is Love Letter. It's Court to the Royal Princess of Tempest. Now, this game is set in the world of Tempest. There are other games in that sort of medieval sort of style world. I don't know if it is medieval, but it's got that sort of look to it to me anyway. It cost me $8.99. There, you can see it. Where did I get this from? I'm going to give a shout out. If you're in Dorset and you're in a place called Tuckton, or Bournemouth Tuckton area, Southbourne area, head to this place. I hope they don't mind me shouting them out. Pandemonium Games. Always walked past there. Always been closed when I walk past there. Today they're open. Day off. Fancied going in. And it's Pandemonium Games in Tuckton. Head there. They do lots of board games, other curios, gifts, records. They've got quite a lot of more board games than I expected. I bought this there. Now, this, as you can probably see up there, there's a very small logo. I don't know if you can see that there. And it's on the back there as well. That is the AEG Games logo. They are a company and they make a lot of board games. This version was produced by them or published by them, but since, if you Google this now, you'll see that there's a 2019 version coming out. Much the same, slightly updated, few more cards so you can play more players than this game, up to 6 players. That is done by Z-Man Games. It happens all the time. Publishers lose rights to things, publishers get taken over. I don't know if AEG's been taken over, but there is a newer version coming. It's much the same, slightly updated. But these versions are still out there. This is the original. I'm happy to own the original, and we will be looking at the updated version when it comes out shortly. Now, this is under a tenner, so I'm going to try my best to keep quick games reviews to games that cost less than a tenner if I can. We'll do all sorts of reviews, all sorts of price ranges of card games, but I might do a series of games under a tenner is what I've been thinking. Whether all quick reviews will be games under a tenner, I don't know. But at the moment, for me, that allows me to buy more games and then you get to have more reviews. As I said, this game is by Seiji Kanai. It's called Love Letter. It's by AEG Games. It is a game of risk, deduction and luck. It's for 2 to 4 players. This is the clamshell design. I think there was one in a standard card box, but this allows you to see the bag, and it's lovely. It is probably nylon or plastic. It's cheap to do, bad for the environment, but there you go. It's a nice little baggie, something you might keep a love letter in, or your writing equipment, or a writing kit. It's got the lovely embroidered letters, a love letter there, drawstring there, the seal symbol of love letter there. I love the packaging. It's the clamshell design. You don't have to keep this packaging because it has its own bag, as I've shown you there. But as a collector, all of this packaging is all part of it. It is plastic, unfortunately, but there you go. Yep, it's set in the Tempest series. We'll get right to it. You can see the icons there. It's for up 2 to 4 players, and it's a quick play game. Now, it was one of the first quick play games that you can play in 20 minutes. So it's a smaller game, smaller pocket, smaller quick play game, and these have really skyrocketed in popularity because a normal board game might take you 90 minutes, 60 minutes, 45 minutes, far too long. You can play 3-4 rounds of this, put it aside, in between other games. You can take it with you camping, you can do that with a longer game, but you can take it to a restaurant before the meal, you can, if you wanted to. You can take it out to a coffee shop. It's really easy to play, really transportable. It says on the back here, it says here in that text, I'm just going to read that out. It says, get your love letter into Princess Annette's hands while keeping other players' letters away. Powerful cards lead to early gains, but make you a target. Rely on weaker cards for too long and your letter may be tossed in the fire. Ooh, that's what we'll be doing. Win the heart of a princess. There's the princess on the back there. You can see the lovely artwork there. It says, all the eligible young men and many not so young seek to woo the Princess of Tempest. Unfortunately, she has locked herself in the palace, and you must rely on others. To bring your romantic letters to her. Will yours reach her first? It doesn't sound like an amazing game, but trust me, this was the start of a new breed of games. As I said, quick play games, pocket games. Don't take too long to play, but it has very addicting gameplay, very good gameplay. Let's actually, finally, after my ramble, get in. Here's the card. There's some of the inlay card. There's some of the other games in the Tempest series. They're not necessarily small like this. Some of those are bigger, but there you go. You can pause that now if you'd like to and have a look at the other games in the Tempest series. I'm not sure who's publishing them now, whether they're still published by AEG Games or probably they're going to be published by Z-Man Games. Now let's get into it. Apologies for this being a little bit longer than planned, but here we go. Here's the nice little bag. There's the clamshell that we've taken all the packaging contents out of. And here is the little bag. It says love letters on the front. It's got these sort of mock silk drawstrings. It's a nice little baggie. This is the original version by AEG Games, or one of the original versions. It comes in this little pocket thing. You can just take it and put that in your pocket. I did try to put it in my pocket there, but you didn't see any of that. But there you go. Let's crack it out. What do you get in here? Well, it says on the back, game rules. You always need the game rules. So it says here on the back there what you get in the package. So it's game rules. Only 16 cards, but trust me, this is a good game from the reviews I've seen. 4 reference cards and 13 tokens. Now, as I said, there's a newer version coming this year. It's not out yet, and it does update the look of it, but it broadly keeps the same gameplay and style. So, what a lovely set. Nice miniature rules, but look at that. It's not just like a foldable sheet, an A4 sheet folded up. It is a little booklet with staples and everything. And some lovely artwork. There's the princess on the front. And there's a list of all the people that have designed and helped put together love letters. Quite a few people. All there with, again, Seiji Kanai, his name, at the very top there. He's the designer of this. There's the opening text there. Pause that, have a read of that. So what else do we get? There's the instructions. What else do we get? We get the tokens, some wooden tokens here in this little bag. Some wooden tokens. Let's have a look at these. Yep, haven't dropped any. They are exactly that. Little red wooden cubes that you use in the game. So that's nice that they're wood pieces. I love wood pieces rather than plastic cubes. There you go, another look at the wood cubes there. And here we are doing this all live. We're going to open these cards that are sealed. We're going to do this live because I think it's better done that way. And as usual, there is a pull tab. I've just found that. There we go. We've unpackaged this. Always these plastic things are quite hard to get off. There's the plastic that was on it. There's 16 cards here. We have the princess. We'll just briefly go through this. You can pause this at any time. I'm just briefly taking, I'm not going to show you all the cards, but you have like a priest, you have a guard there, lots of guards, yep. Oh, also you have a cheat sheet thing reminding you of the list of cards, reminding you of the moves you've got to make each turn. That's pretty cool. There's a couple of those, there's 4 of those, so there's 4 of these sort of cheat sheet reminder things, and that's for the 4 players, because this is a game for 2 to 4 players. For 2 to 4 players, and the object of the game: in the wake of the arrest of Queen Mariana for high treason, none was more heartbroken than her daughter, Princess Annette. Suitors throughout the city, and I'm reading this from the instructions, suitors throughout the city, state of Tempest, sought to ease Annette's sorrow by courting her to bring some joy into her life. You are one of these suitors trying to get your love letter to the princess. Unfortunately, she has locked herself in the palace, so you must rely on intermediaries to carry your message. And I believe all of these people you see here are the intermediaries. Where were we? They're the intermediaries. During the game, you hold 1 secret card in your hand. This is who currently carries your message of love for the princess. Make sure that the person closest to the princess holds your love letter at the end of the day, so it reaches her first. So that's roughly what you're trying to do. How you do that and how you play the game, we'll be looking at in the next Card Game Academy quick review video in part 2. As I said, you get your 16 game cards. It looks very basic, but I can assure you the gameplay is good from what I've heard. You get your 16 game cards there, your 16 intermediaries with their sort of powers or what the cards do, actions there, and your tokens, and a lovely, lovely, although it is not made of anything deluxe, bag. And your list of your sort of cheat sheet reminding you of how to play the game, 4 of those. That was a rather long, quick review of love letters. Look out for part 2, gameplay soon.